In this video, we've got a 77-year-old foreigner busted in the Philippines with 55 million pesos worth of drugs hidden inside Bibles, a couple caught doing something wild outside a hotel they weren't even staying at, worrying teen pregnancy trends, and more. Let's jump straight into the main story. A 77-year-old German national was arrested right after landing at Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 on February 13th. What got him caught? Airport screeners spotted something strange during a routine X-ray of his luggage. He had just arrived from Johannesburg, connecting through Hong Kong. Normal travel, until they opened the bag. Inside was a backpack with two books labeled Holy Bible, but these weren't exactly for reading. When officers checked closer, they found sealed packages hidden inside the books. Over 8 kilos of suspected narcotics, estimated at around 55 million pesos in street value. That's not subtle at all. Authorities seized the packages along with his documents, phone, cash, and belongings. Charges are now moving forward while the evidence gets processed. And honestly, hiding contraband inside Bibles? That's a bold strategy, and not a smart one. Airport scanners aren't guessing. They see everything. Hollowed-out books light up like a neon sign. If anything, that kind of trick makes you look more suspicious. Bottom line, modern airport screening isn't something you outsmart with movie tactics, and that's where this story lands. A risky plan, caught in seconds. More stories coming up. Let's be real. Hiding packages inside carved-out books is the opposite of subtle. That kind of thing sticks out instantly on an X-ray. If anything, it screams, "Hey, check this bag." Honestly, it would look less suspicious if the packages were just sitting there. Hollow books? That's movie logic. Airport scanners see right through it. I'm still baffled someone thought that would work. Maybe he got lucky before, but not this time. And speaking of people who didn't get away with it, here's another story, still in the Philippines. And this one sounds straight out of a spy movie. A 30-year-old Mongolian pilot student was arrested on February 12th in Zambales during a joint operation involving immigration officers, police, and the military. Authorities say he allegedly misrepresented his background when applying for his visa and study permit, specifically failing to disclose past military aviation training. Investigators claim he previously studied at military aviation schools in Mongolia and China and had fighter jet training experience. That raised serious red flags when he enrolled at a local flying school near the disputed Scarborough Shoal area. Officials say he allegedly took aerial photos of nearby airports and sensitive locations during solo flights. Activity they suspected could have national security implications. Now, to be clear, investigators are still piecing everything together, but you can see why authorities treated this as more than just a paperwork issue. From carved-out Bibles to a possible aviation intelligence scare, this has been a wild stretch of stories. And we're not done yet. And here's the thing about that spy case. People always ask, and with all the satellites in space, why even send someone? Well, satellites give you the outside view, but authorities suspect the situation was about getting angles and details you can't always capture from orbit, especially in a sensitive, disputed area. That's why the arrest raised eyebrows. Officials are still investigating, but the case highlights how seriously the Philippines treats anything tied to aviation and security near Scarborough Shoal. It makes you wonder how many situations like this happen quietly that we never hear about. Now, shifting gears, some social trends that caught attention. Teen pregnancies among Filipino girls aged 15 to 19 have actually gone down in recent years. That's the positive side. But pregnancies involving girls aged 10 to 14 have increased according to data from the Commission on Population and Development. And yeah, that's the part raising concern. It's a tough statistic to hear, and it's sparked conversations about protection, education, and support systems. Another survey paints an interesting picture of relationships. A study from social weather stations found about 27% of Filipinos say they've witnessed or experienced cheating. Yet 43% believe trust can still be repaired afterward. Take surveys with context, of course, but it shows how divided people are on second chances. And finally, over in Thailand, a lighter story. The United States Embassy Bangkok rolled out a specially wrapped sky train celebrating 250 years since the signing of the United States Declaration of Independence. The theme train launched at Phrom Phong BTS station and is running along the Green Line, promoting cultural exchange and the long-standing partnership between Thailand and the U.S. A mix of serious headlines and symbolic gestures, and that wraps this stretch of stories. More ahead. Quick correction from earlier. This isn't about 250 years of U.S.-Thailand friendship. It's marking 250 years of U.S. independence, with Thailand joining in through a cultural campaign. Easy mix-up. Once you understand that, the theme train makes a lot more sense. It's less random promotion and more symbolic diplomacy. So if you're in Bangkok, keep an eye out. You might spot it rolling through the BTS line. Stations like Nana BTS station and Asak BTS station are busy hubs, so chances are high you'll see it there. Now, staying in Thailand, this next story blew up online. During a pre-dawn operation around 3 a.m., police conducted a raid in Phuket's nightlife district following complaints about public solicitation. The operation involved tourist police and immigration officers in the Bangla Road area. Authorities detained 9 foreign women accused of openly offering services in public spaces, something locals and business owners had reportedly raised concerns about. During identity checks, officers found that 2 of them had overstayed their visas, adding immigration violations to the case. All 9 were taken to Patong police station for processing. Officials say deportation is being considered for anyone confirmed to be in the country illegally. Situations like this aren't new in major tourist zones. Enforcement tends to ramp up when complaints reach a certain level. And that's where things currently stand. More stories ahead. So how are those street workers competing? Price. Reports going around say services were being offered for as low as 300 baht, under 10 bucks. That explains why the situation picked up so much attention online and why authorities stepped in. Still in Thailand, and sticking with public behavior stories, this next incident got messy fast. A hotel employee in Phuket reported being assaulted by a foreign visitor after confronting a couple engaging in explicit activity near a spirit house on the property perimeter. The employee stepped in on February 9th after spotting the pair and tried to break things up using a water hose. That's when the situation escalated. According to hotel management, the man allegedly attacked the worker before fleeing with his companion. The couple were not guests at the property. The employee later shared footage online as a warning about public indecency. Management says they're now adding more lighting around the area to prevent similar incidents. Bottom line, public behavior that crosses the line can spiral into real trouble fast, especially in busy tourist zones like Phuket. And just when you think that's enough chaos for one stretch of stories, another tourist incident in Thailand is making waves, this time involving a visitor from China. And yeah, this one gets even more interesting. Next up, a rideshare dispute in Thailand that escalated way more than it needed to. Police in Pai were called on February 11th after a group of Chinese tourists refused to pay cleaning fees to a Bolt driver after one passenger vomited in the car. The driver asked for 1,000 to 2,000 baht, roughly $30 to $60, to cover the mess. Instead of settling it, tensions rose. One passenger reportedly called friends, and during the argument, someone kicked the back of the vehicle. Everyone ended up at Pai police station, where the dispute continued. In the end, the tourists agreed to pay 15,000 baht in compensation to close the matter. No injuries, no criminal charges, but a much bigger bill than it had to be. Simple lesson here. Small problems get expensive fast when tempers take over. And zooming out a bit, Thailand has been paying closer attention to tourist conduct lately. Enforcement conversations pop up every election cycle, with officials signaling tougher stances on behavior and entry requirements. Nothing concrete has changed yet, but it's something travelers keep an eye on. And before we wrap this stretch, it's Valentine's Day. Whether you celebrate or not, it's a good excuse to share something positive. The next clip is just that, a feel-good moment to end on a lighter note. More ahead. All right, quick mood reset. Look at that dog. Absolute unit. You can tell he's living his best life. All those kids giving him love, that's the kind of energy we like to see. Now it's time for Yesterday Today, where I read a few standout comments from the last video. First one, good move, Philippines. Bad behavior shouldn't be tolerated. You're basically inviting a ban if you advertise it. A lot of people agreed with that sentiment. Next comment. If someone's wanted internationally, how did they even leave their country? Fair question. Fake documents? Loopholes? Sometimes the system isn't as airtight as we assume, and this one made me laugh. A jackass writing a jackass trying to escape. Internet humor never disappoints. Last comment. Your storytelling always puts a smile on my face. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Seriously. Reading your feedback is one of the best parts of making these videos. If you enjoyed today's episode, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and keep the comments coming. I read more of them than you think. And since it's Valentine's Day, spread some good vibes. Tell someone you appreciate them. Doesn't cost a thing. I'll be live tomorrow around 10 a.m. Philippines time, just hanging out, chatting about whatever comes up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.